So one of the first things you do in Omnichannel is to create a service channel. And as I mentioned previously, we already did this for the live agent lectures earlier. And so we've dabbled in Omnichannel, enabled it, and created one service channel, but we want to go ahead and create another. But before I do that, I want to show you this diagram and go into a little more detail on this. We looked at this briefly earlier, but this is the diagram overview of how Omnichannel works. And so there's different types of communication, and these are different interaction channels basically that cases or other objects could come in, and other Salesforce objects that are supported in addition to cases would be leads, SOS, video calls, custom objects, and there's a help article as well that goes into the supported objects for Omnichannel. And so in addition to cases, chats, SOS, video calls, also social posts, orders, leads, and then also custom objects that do not have a master object associated with them can be supported in Omnichannel. And then as well, they mentioned that the Lightning Omnichannel routing is in beta. So that's why there's not much availability with Omni in Lightning Experience right now. And so it does not support SOS video calls in Lightning, even in the beta version quite yet. So since Lightning is lagging behind, we're going to deal with this in Classic. And so you really want to look at in this diagram these different steps that are involved. And under setup, it's saying, well, the first thing is to create a service channel for each object. And then you will create a presence status so agents can be available for the channel. And we'll be dealing with all of this in upcoming lectures here. In addition to that, once we're done with the service channels here, we'll be looking at routing configurations and then as well presence status and permission sets and more with Omnichannel. And so this will give you an idea though of how Omnichannel works. It's pretty involved, it's pretty complex, but it's a very powerful tool to push these work items to your agents based on certain criteria. And then as well, another thing to note, toggle that diagram back off to show you this box here on the right, is that there's online help here on the right for create service channels, and that's the help article that goes through how to do this. And it's from there that I believe that the supported objects for Omnichannels is linked. So you can get to this article here from this link, and I'll also make the supported objects help article available in the resources section of this lecture. And then as well, another thing to note is this setup Omnichannel implementation guide, very helpful full guide that looks like this, and this is the Omnichannel for Administrators document. Now I'm just going to scroll through some of this in the table of contents to show you that there's quite a bit involved here, not a ton, but about 25 pages of content in order to get Omnichannel going. We're going to be going through a lot of this in the upcoming lectures, but I'm not going to do an immensely deep dive into Omnichannel. I could probably spend hours and hours going through every nook and cranny of Omnichannel, but what we're going to do for this course show you what you need to know for the Service Cloud Consultant exam. And if you'd like to learn more about Omnichannel, please let me know and I can consider creating a course specifically to Omnichannel and go much more in depth. But for sake of time, we're not going to go all throughout every single thing related to Omnichannel, but I wanted to make you aware of this implementation guide. And once again, that is available via this link right here. And so we're going to create another service channel now, and we're going to call this one email, and we're going to tab out of that to populate the API name. And this will be related to the Salesforce object of case as well. And we can also do a custom console footer component. And so let me click the lookup icon here, and we don't have any records to display. So I'm going to leave that blank for now and click save. And so then let's go back to our list of service channels. So now we see email, we also see live agent. So now that we have two service channels created for our Omnichannel configuration, we're next going to create routing configurations for Omnichannel. And we will do that by searching for routing and clicking on routing configurations, and we'll go through this in the next lecture.